You know that feeling, right? You're staring at a huge stack of paperwork. Invoices, forms, maybe even handwritten notes, and you just dread the thought of typing it all out? Well, what if you could just skip that part? What if you could turn all that paper into useful digital data, like instantly? That's exactly what we're talking about today with Amazon Textract.
Oh, yeah, that sinking feeling. You see that pile of documents and you just know hours of tedious, mind-numbing data entry are in your future. It's a pain point for pretty much everyone, from a small business owner to a giant corporation. And it's not just about the time you lose either. And this really nails the three big headaches. First, it's incredibly slow. Second, because it's slow and takes up people's time, it gets expensive. And third, and maybe most importantly, we humans make mistakes. One little typo can cause huge problems down the line. It's a classic bottleneck. So, what's the fix? This is where Amazon Textract comes in to save the day. The easiest way to think about it is like a digital assistant that can read for you, but way, way faster. It's a service designed to automatically pull text and data from just about any document you throw at it. So anytime you hear Textract, just think it literally extracts text. Simple as that. So let's talk about its superpowers, because this thing does so much more than just recognize printed words on a page. It actually uses machine learning to understand the structure and the context of a document. Let's take a closer look at what that really means. Okay, this really shows off what Textract can do. First up, it can read not just printed text, but also handwriting, which, that's a total game changer for so many people. Next, it's smart enough to understand forms. It sees a field labeled name and knows the text next to it, John Smith, is the value that goes with it. And finally, and this one is huge, it can pull out entire tables while keeping the rows and columns perfectly organized. It's not just reading, it's actually understanding the layout. All right, let's make this real with a powerful example. Just think about healthcare. Doctors, pharmacists, they're dealing with handwritten prescriptions all day long. Instead of trying to decipher messy handwriting and possibly making a mistake, imagine an app that just digitizes all that critical information in a second. And here you can see that transformation happen. On one side, you've got the raw, messy prescription note. It goes through Textract, and what comes out on the other side? Perfectly structured, clean data. Look at that. It's identified the patient's name, the specific medication, the dosage, all pulled out and neatly organized. This isn't just about saving a few minutes. In a situation like this, it's about reducing the risk of a serious error. So we get what Textract can do, but how do you actually use it? Well, depending on what you need, there are two different ways to approach it, each one built for a different kind of job. This lays it out perfectly. Think of it like this. You've got two modes. First, there's real-time processing. This is for when you need an answer right now. A perfect example is snapping a picture of a receipt with your phone to file an expense report. You get the data back in seconds. Then you've got the heavy lifter, batch processing. This is the workhorse for when you have a massive pile of documents to get through, like a law firm digitizing thousands of case files overnight. It's all about having the right tool for the right scale. So let's bring it all home. What's the real payoff here? Why should anyone actually care about this? Honestly, it all boils down to one simple, powerful idea: turning hours of work into seconds. And this is the real-world impact. You're automating all that data entry, which means you're getting rid of those endless hours of manual work we all hate. That obviously makes things way more efficient, especially for anyone dealing with tons of paperwork. But maybe the biggest win here is that last point. You're finally unlocking the data that was trapped inside all those documents, making it searchable, analyzable, and actually useful. So we've seen how a tool like Amazon Textract can basically turn a mountain of paper into a gold mine of data. It's a pretty amazing reminder that some of our biggest, most annoying business challenges can be solved with the right technology. It really just leaves one question, right? What mountain of paperwork in your world is ready to be conquered?